Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy AAron2420. Oh, god damn it. Why did I? Alright, it's your boy AAron2420, bringing you guys our IBA Week 11 game. I was actually just recording this, but then my cat started meowing. And she literally just stopped the second I stopped recording, so, you know, it's a bad curse, I guess. But we're here for our IBA Week 11 game versus OPJelly. We're... Basically, my goal going in this game, I brought Lele, Ferrothorn, Dragon, Arcanine, Lucha, and Blastoise. He brought no hazard removal besides Defog Raptor. My plan going into this was just hazard stack with Ferrothorn and sweep with Arcanine and Lucha later on in the game, with potentially Blastoise as well. Blastoise is semi-offensive. I realistically did not anticipate him to bring this team, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't expect Raptor. I mean, I kind of expected Raptor, that's why I brought Toppleberry, but I figured that he probably would have brought a physical setup on. It's fine by me, because this team is a lot easier than what I expected in terms of my matchup. Actually, it was more so I didn't expect the end shot, because I figured that Raptor was going to do its role. But point being, I didn't expect one of those two. I figured he was going to drop one of those two, bring the other 5, and just try and clean up with maybe like a Zeke here in black, because he has webs with his Leavanny, and webs do really fuck over my team, which is why I have Blastoise. It's the only reason I love Blastoise, because otherwise it's a horrible matchup. But anyway, so yeah, my goal was to hazard stack, clear off his webs, and sweep late game with Lele, Lucha, or Arcanine as well, and maybe Blastoise. Dragon was here just to sort of patch holes in the team. It was also there to just kill off Raptor, because Rocky Helmet, and also Raptor's taking a shit ton of recoil. So yeah, let's get right into the game. So I'll... 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I am back now. So basically, I don't know where I left off, but my goal was to lead off with Barbara, Ferrothorn, a hazard stack. Well, he leads off with the Leavanny, as I anticipated. He's gonna get off webs, obviously. I'm gonna get off rocks, and he said he switched out. Again, perfectly expected. I didn't necessarily predict Reuniclus. I thought it was gonna be more so I wanted to just break this, but again, I mean, he could just set up on me for free. So I knock off his leftovers because I figured it's at least something. And then I'm just gonna hazard stack as he proceeds to Focus Blast. I knew I'd take the hit, but my problem was now it's a +1 Reuniclus, and it's just gonna keep setting up because obviously, you know, what's against setting up. So he's just gonna set up. I'm just trying to get some chip on this thing. Was it the right play? I don't know. I really only need this thing for DNC, and I have other options for DNC as long as I keep it in check. And especially with hazards up, it's gonna be my answers for DNC handle a lot better, and also for hazards. And since I got hazards up, and it's still really early in the game, so I can at least play around having one less DNC answer. I feel pretty safe, so I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit because it's a bunch of turns where it's just him stalling out. So, not stalling out, him setting up more so. So I bring an Arcanine here. I figured that no matter what, I'm getting chip on this thing, and then my next one could just have speed and kill. So the very least I can clear Reuniclus. Sadly, he does not, however, decided to try and preserve this thing. He decides to just kill off my Arcanine. So I'm in a little bit tighter of a position because Arcanine had a fairly decent matchup, especially if I got rid of webs, because his team would probably have been a very bulky team centered around him, possibly except for webs. And I sped kept his Mon. I think I put like 300 speed in my Arcanine just to make sure that I outsped Raptor, but I could be wrong in that because I figured it was going to be adamant ban because it kills my team. So that's I definitely played his, my sets around him keeping up, well, him trying to keep up webs and then me clearing them. So I do bring in Hawlucha here though. I figured that I could just go for acrobatics because realistically I kill. There's no way, even though I haven't lost my item yet. So he does prove to be Intimidate and probably Defog. Well, actually, I thought he was, and then I realized after he actually was meant to be Reckless. And that would have definitely made a difference in this. Well, actually, it wouldn't have really made a difference because regardless, because of that Sucker Punch, he was going to die anyway. If anything, he would have died after my Sucker Punch, and it made a difference in my health. Because realistically, I would have switched out Iway into Dragon. This is my guaranteed answer. If anything, it hurt me that he was Intimidate because he didn't take more damage from Reckless because his Brave Bird didn't do more, and that kept him out of Sucker Punch range. So yeah, he said it was a choke, in at least over here, but it ended up helping him. So he ends up actually bringing me a shower and setting up. I go for the Glare because I figured it's my only play. And then I go for Sucker Punch because I know he's gonna kill me off and try and predict something. So he's glared now. So even after my webs, he is going to be outspent by Tapu Bebe, our Tapu Lele. And not only that, but he is paralyzed and very weakened. So I just go for Psychic. He doesn't have any switch-ins at this point. So at this point in the game, I figured that his team was pretty broken. So I could just sack off Lele. I surprisingly live, which tells me that maybe he was like scarfed. And especially because I was scarfed. I realized at that point he was definitely scarfed because it was a speed tie. When he was definitely not scarfed because it was a speed tie. My bad. So I don't know. Maybe he was like a Z move or something. I don't know. He probably would have went for the Z move realistically. So I don't actually know what his item was. But I was scarfed Lele, so he couldn't have been scarfed because we sped tie. Either that, he was like a no speed scarf or a minus speed scarf, I guess. I don't know. Point being, I don't know how we sped tie unless if he was max speed and I was, yeah, he had to have been max speed non scarf. That's my guess. But point being here is I sped tie and I killed him off. So yeah. And then he kills me off with DNC, obviously. But I'm now at +2. I actually thought ahead of this matchup. I figured that he would probably try and go for that and just try and scout out my high jump kick. I, however, have Iron Head, so I know I guarantee kill. And then obviously, you know, I pop my seed. Even if I didn't, Acro would have realistically killed Leavani. Because let's be real, 51% Leavani isn't exactly going to live in Acro when it's 4 times a week, and I'm still sad, even if I didn't have my item lost. So yeah, it was a very quick game, but a very good game to OPJelly. It was a very aggressive game. One of the more aggressive games I've had in draft format, at least that weren't just one-sided. Because like my game versus 11, that was a really aggressive game. That was very one-sided, for example. A lot of my games are actually pretty hyper offensive, but they're all one-sided games. It's either I toss someone or I get tossed. But at least the majority of my games. This one was one of the only ones I've had, though, that was very aggressive and not one-sided. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game, though. Make sure you check out OPJelly with the rest of the IBA coaches in the description below. I'm going to head out. It's your boy, AAron2420. I know this was a short vid, but it was a short game. I will see you guys next week with the final IBA game against... Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to upload that game because it was a mean game gone wrong, and it was a really shitty game. And next week's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I got a bunch of Wi-Fi battles for that planned out. So, sorry, week 12, you're not going up. This is the last week of the IBA I'm going to upload because it's the last game I took seriously. I just shit posted my last build. I'll link week 12 in the description if you really want to see it. But, like, you don't want to see it. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.